Hey guys, I hope you're having a great day. Now, before we get into today's episode of This Week in Final Fantasy XIV, I wanted to make a quick little note here about some changes to this series. I've realized that I just don't have enough time to fit both the questions you guys are asking and the news into one video. It winds up getting really long-winded and things kind of get mixed up, and I feel like it'd be a lot easier for me and for you guys if I just kind of split them off into two separate series. So we're going to have This Week in Final Fantasy XIV, where I will talk about the news, and we will have a new series, which I have yet to name, where we'll hold a discussion and we'll just kind of, talk back and forth. You'll ask questions, I'll answer, and we'll just keep that going like we have been. But it's just going to be in two separate videos now. So I just wanted to put that out there. And without further ado, let's get to the news. First up, we have some news on the new 24-man raid that's coming out in patch 3.1. We finally have a name for it. It is known as the Void Ark, and it is in fact the airship we've seen flying around the churning mists and the Sea of Clouds. Now, we don't know much else about it at this point. It seems we will be going inside it, as you can see with this picture. You may also notice that Kate Sith is there, and it seems that Kate Sith will in fact have a part to play in the Void Ark storyline. Now, they have mentioned in the past that the Void Ark is going to be a Final Fantasy XIV exclusive. The story is going to be unique. It's not going to be like Crystal Tower where it's kind of pulled from another game. Everything is going to be based in Final Fantasy XIV itself. So it's going to be a brand new storyline, no connection to the Crystal Tower as far as we know, and it's going to be cool. I mean, to me, it looks Allegan. The Allegans were known to experiment with Void Scent, so I have a feeling that this airship, spaceship, whatever you want to call it, may have something to do with their Void Scent experimentation. Maybe we'll get a look into that side of the Allegan Empire. Outside of that, we don't have much else on the Void Ark thus far. We know it's 24-man raid, same style as CT, kind of a casual thing, weekly loot lockout. But I will be sure to update you guys as we get more information. Next up is some information on the new attraction being added to the Gold Saucer in patch 3.1. They have announced that this game is known as the Lords of Verminion, and it is going to be an RTS style battle game where we're going to fight each other with our minions. They actually joked a while back about this very system, and I guess they decided to make it a reality. So now we're going to have this silly little RTS style game where we're going to be able to fight each other with all the minions we've been collecting over the past few years. Now, the dev team themselves have recommended that if you are interested in this, you start collecting all the minions you can. They seem to hint that rarer minions will have special abilities or something like that, so try and get your hands on some rare minions. However, they did mention that you won't necessarily need those to win. There also will be a matchmaking system for this based off your win-loss ratio. So there's going to be matchmaking. It's not like you're going to be paired up against really, really good players all the time. So that's cool. But I think this will be another fun thing to kill time and mess around with your friends. So looking forward to see how this pans out. Next up is some news for you PvPers out there. Square Enix has finally said that they're going to consider removing the Grand Company restrictions for Frontlines. Thank the gods. I really hope they decide to go through with this. This would do so much for Frontlines PvP. So yeah, it's great to hear that they're finally thinking about abolishing this awful system they have in place. Now, they are also going to be adding a new Wolves Den in patch 3.2. This has been confirmed. It's going to have matchmaking and all this stuff, and I guess it's going to be an improved version of the old Wolves Den. So if you're looking for some arena-style combat, we may have a better system in place in patch 3.2. So look forward to that as well. We also have some information on the new dungeons being added in patch 3.1. They're going to be following a similar scheme to A Realm Reborn, where they're going to release one new dungeon and one hard mode dungeon. Now, the new dungeon is going to be the St. Mosian Arboretum. Now, this already exists in-game. It is in the Dravanian hinterlands. You cannot go inside, of course, but here's a picture of what the inside looks like, and we'll be visiting this place in patch 3.1, so that's going to be cool. The other dungeon is Pharaoh Sirius Hard Mode. Some of you may remember Pharaoh Sirius from A Realm Reborn. That's going to be making a comeback, and I'm not particularly sure what's going to be going on inside there, but it's going to be pretty cool regardless, I'm sure. I really like Pharaoh Sirius. It's a very cool aesthetic, so looking forward to getting back in there too. Alright, so I think that about wraps up this video, but I hope you guys have a great day, and I will catch you next time.